Snowboarding and falling. Unfortunately, for beginner snowboarders, they really go hand in hand. Turns out falling really is part of the process. It's also the worst. We all want to avoid as much as we possibly can. In today's video, we are talking about 5 tips to help you to avoid falling while you're snowboarding. And while falling is part of the process, injuries don't have to be. And so I'm also going to be including some tips to help you to fall safely. And then at the very end, I'm sharing a video of the aftermath of my most embarrassing fall and talking through what I did that caused this face look like this. I totally biffed it so bad snowboarding. Check out the size of my nose. I hit my face. That's really unfortunate. The fact that I'm sharing this on the internet, all in the name of helping you guys to avoid falling a little bit more. If I would have been following the tips from this video, I probably could have avoided that entire fall. So watch this video and you're welcome. So let's dive right in. Tips to avoid falling. Number 1, avoid doing too much too soon and know your limits. Only you can know what you're comfortable with, and it's gonna be different for every single rider. And falling is always going to hurt, but the ones that come out of nowhere or are unexpected hurt even worse. Even if you're riding with advanced riders, know your limits and don't push yourself beyond those. Number 2, don't go on advanced runs before you're ready. Stick with terrain that's really comfortable for you and gradually work your way to more advanced runs and jumps. A green circle is easy and beginner friendly. Green means go, stick there for sure. Blue squares, intermediate to advanced runs. Black diamonds, difficult, challenging run. Double black diamond, experts only. Give yourself time, folks. Give yourself time. Number 3, don't ride on the flat side of your board. To avoid catching your edge, try to remain always on your heel edge or your toe edge at all times. Although it might look like seasoned riders are gliding smoothly on the flat side of their board, they're not. They're actually always riding on an edge. If you're riding on a flat base and catch a rough patch of snow, it's gonna throw you off balance and make you far more likely to catch your edge, and those edge catches are not pretty. Don't you worry, with a little practice, you should be able to stay up on those edges. Number 4, I don't know why I'm so excited about number 4, but it's avoid icy days. Your snowboard is gonna have far less grip on ice, which is gonna make it a lot harder to stay in control and stay upright. If there's thawing of the snow during the day and then a freeze the next night, that's gonna cause really challenging snowboarding conditions. Not gonna lie, got a little scared there for a second. If possible, avoid those conditions. You only need to fall on the ice once to know you do not want to fall on the ice ever again. It hurts. It hurts real bad. Number 5, know when to take a break or call it a day. When you're trying something new for the first time, so easy to want to just keep going and keep pushing yourself. But the chances of injury really increase when you are fatigued. So you want to be extra cautious as you're getting tired. When you're tired, you're less likely to react as quickly and more prone to have sloppy form, more likely to get injured. Better to end the day on a high note with a great run than I just wanted to do one more run. We've all been there. We know. I know what you're saying. If you're not falling, you're not trying hard enough. A high proportion of snowboard injuries actually come from beginners. So we're gonna dive right into how to fall safely and hopefully avoid those injuries, you know? Ain't nobody want that. Okay, so to fall safely, the most common injury for beginning snowboarders is actually with the wrist. I know, very surprising, but a lot of that comes from falling. If you're falling forward, try to fall first to your knees and then to your forearms. There's far more surface area on your arms to absorb that than just your tiny little wrists. Trust me, you're gonna be on the mountain and you're gonna be like, oh, this is what she was talking about. I know. If you're falling on your heel edge, try to avoid hitting your head. So tuck your chin and then you'll fall to your butt and then hopefully your back. You're definitely gonna have some spills that you're gonna be like, oof, that wasn't great. That's okay. Just do your best to remain as in control as you can and try to fall the way that I just taught you. It's gonna hurt otherwise. Before we dive into my most embarrassing crash and the video of me afterwards, if this video has been helpful at all, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, that helps me so much. Leave a comment down below. I want to hear your best tip for avoiding falling. So if you have a story of your biggest crash, I want to hear about it. You know, this is a safe zone. These types of things happen, right? Right? I gotta ice this schnoz of mine right now, like, oh my gosh. The story took place my very first season snowboarding. I reached out to my friend Tyler to go snowboarding that day. Well, Tyler was a much more advanced snowboarder than I was. He might as well invite his 8 and 10-year-old niece and nephew to come with us. He had to wait for one slow person. He might as well wait for like his really young niece and nephew as well. Honestly, his niece and nephew were better than I was. What? Oh no, they didn't. I had been with Tyler before and I didn't feel any guilt or shame for making him wait for me. But I felt really bad that these young kids kept having to wait for me. And quite honestly, it was embarrassing, okay? Come at me, but this 8 and 10-year-old were faster and better than me. I was getting tired. I was pushing it way harder than I should have been. And I accidentally let my board go flat. And then next thing you know, do you know what a scorpion fall is? It is not pretty. Not pretty at all. Tyler said that the entire mountain just like stopped. Oh, poor me. Do you see this? Nothing like having your face completely swollen in front of a cute boy. Am I right or am I right? To this day, anytime I'm on that run, I always just kind of have like a little moment of silence for my face. It was so bad. Well, there you have it, folks. I think my work here is done, but I went ahead and picked out a video that I think you're gonna like here, and YouTube picked out a video that you're gonna like here, so go ahead and click on either one of these, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Woo! That pain just never goes away.